I believe we are now ready to administer the barium. We have already taken our survey film. This is typically the type of tubing you would use for a larger dog. And normally you would have them on the floor between your legs, backed into a wall or into a corner in order to administer this. It's not a pleasant experience. And you want to make sure that the coat is free of any mats or and make sure it's cleaned. And you also want to make sure not to get any contrast on the fur in order to cause any artifact on your film. And since we are using the tabletop, I have placed a towel down, and we will remove the towel before we take our film in case any contrast spills. It is important to make sure that, so we're using a red rubber feeding tube for our purposes today since this animal is so small. I have measured where the feeding tube should stop after being placed into the mouth. You want to make sure it goes into the esophagus, into the abdomen, into the stomach, and you want to mark where it should stop as far as distance goes. I have the mouth gag that we're going to use. And for the purposes of this film, since our teddy bear has no stuffing, I have inserted a syringe case in the abdomen to facilitate administering the barium. It is a false esophagus. I am now placing the tube into the esophagus, being very careful again not to get it into the trachea. We do not want aspiration. Oh, well, that didn't go well. Okay. I'm now ready to administer the barium. And it is important as you're pulling out the tube that you crimp it in order to make sure that none of the contrast goes into the trachea on its way out. Alright, now I will remove my syringe case. To seal off the stomach so that we don't have any contrast leakage. All right, now we are ready to take our